So for this morning's practice, we are continuing our theme of the chakras. We've explored the root chakra. And as you sit in your seat, you might scoot forward a little bit so that the thighs have some room to maneuver. And then as you plant your feet and those booty cheeks, feel those roots grow down, right? In your imagination, those energetic or ethereal roots, your energy growing down into the earth, securing that root chakra. And as those roots grow down, as your awareness connects with the earth, you might begin to draw energy up into those roots. Just close your eyes or stare off into the distance if it feels nice. And imagine pulling up nutrients from the earth just like a plant would. You're going to pull that nutrients up through the sacral chakra and the solar plexus chakra into the heart chakra, the anahata. And you might place one or both hands atop that heart chakra or the heart center. Feel with each breath in, drawing that energetic nutrients up into the heart center from your roots. Each breath in. And as you draw that nutrients up from your roots, you are a tree, you are a plant today in this moment. You might give that nutrients a name or names. Maybe you're looking for some straight up energy. Maybe you're looking for hope, healing, confidence, joy. Maybe you know just what it is that you need. Maybe it's everything. Breathe it up. Let those roots soak it up into the heart center. And maybe that nutrients has a color. Traditionally, your heart center, your heart chakra is the color green. Green as in life, green as in abundance. Maybe that nutrients is a warm green light. Maybe it's golden, white. Maybe you've already imagined it as something. Envision it now pouring up from the roots into the anahata. Take a moment and feel the heart center fill with each breath in, absorbing all of that nutrients. The heart lifting, growing, stretching to hold the nutrients that it's absorbing. All that beautiful, loving energy. With each breath in, feel the chest and heart expand. Take all the time you need here, breathing in space, drawing up nutrients. Know there is an infinite amount. Know that it's yours anytime you need it. When you're ready for a little movement to accompany this energetic work, you might press down through the roots, grow tall through the length of the body. And then we're going to start some, not chest circles, some shoulder circles. On an inhale, we'll roll the shoulders forward and up. Exhale, squeeze them back and down. So inhale forward and up. Exhale back and down. And you might leave the hands atop the chest. You might drop them down by your sides. If you really want to enliven the shoulders, you might extend through the fingertips and explore the full range of motion of those shoulder sockets, but take it nice and slow. We're not here for pain. We're here to explore, right? Intensity's all right. And then when you're ready, switch directions, big circles the opposite way. A few more breaths, pressing length into the arms or really pressing into those shoulders as you draw those big circles in whichever way your body says yes to. Just a couple more times. Make these last two the biggest, most exploratory. Feel how your muscles pull, stretch, move through the upper body, and then relax the arms down. Beautiful. From here, we'll cross our arms atop our chest, pressing our feet down into the earth. Find your anchor in the hips as well. On an inhale, press down, rise through the trunk of the body. As you exhale, turn the heart towards the right. So the knees are going to want to follow or turn. We're really going to anchor our seat in our knees, keeping that upper body turned. Tuck the chin in towards the heart, lower the forehead towards the earth. Relax through the back of the neck. Take a moment here, let your shoulders soften if they need to. Let the tongue and the jaw soften. And then slowly let that right ear roll towards that right shoulder as your head hangs heavy. Just inviting a big stretch into the neck and shoulders. You might hang out here, the head heavy over that right shoulder. Or you might slowly reverse that rotation, tucking the chin slowly back into the heart. Let's start a slow roll back and forth at your own pace. And I want to invite you to hang out in the sticky spots. Ooh, maybe you feel a pull or a tug. Maybe you notice in some places there's a little extra intensity. Pause there. Breathe space into it. I like to imagine my breath pooling in that area and stretching it out, just like you might blow up a balloon, right? And then on the exhale, as the balloon exhales, those muscles relax, the fascia softens, and that tension melts away. Through somatic awareness, through deep awareness of the physical body, we can find intense release in ways that are not available to us without that awareness. When you're ready, roll that chin in towards the heart, release the whole body back to neutral. Let's shake the arms out for a moment and then switch. Whichever arm was on the top is now on the bottom. You're going to have a moment of like, that's awkward. What am I doing? Let it be awkward. Notice it. Get in some version of comfortable. And then when you're ready, root down. Inhale, lift through the trunk. Exhale, turn the opposite direction. When you're ready, tuck the chin. Let the head hang heavy towards the heart. And again, before you move the head, take a moment to recognize the hips and the knees. Are they anchored? Are they twisting or swaying? Can we take a moment to align them? And then let your awareness travel back into the back of the neck. Let it hang heavy as the ear slowly rolls towards the left shoulder. Take your time here. Slowness is so hard, especially in our westernized, modernized, colonized world. Slowness is seen as weakness, is seen as a waste of time, is seen as inefficient. And I need you to know that everything about modern neuroscience, everything about your nervous system and how it affects your health, your physical body, your mental processes, disagrees with that. Slowness is the key. You might slowly roll back and forth or hang out in those sticky spots. breathing space like a balloon into the muscles and the fascia, wherever tightness is hanging out. Relax even the tongue, the cheeks on your face. Can you feel the cheeks on your face hang heavy? A few more breaths here. Deep into the body. Knowing each deep breath in stimulates those ventral vagal nerves, slowing the heart rate. Inviting the body towards awareness. When you're ready, lift the head, unravel to neutral. Whoo, this is slow. All right. From here, some seated sun salutations, and we're going to play with some Anjaneyasana, some warrior one. I'm going to give a lot of opportunities to explore this in your own body. You might grab blocks. You might set up an ottoman or a bed in front of you. You might go without. Listen to your body. Explore something new. I'm going to use blocks today. When you're ready, rooting down through those roots. An inhale lifts tall through the spine. We'll sweep the arms up. And on your next exhale, we're going to melt into a fold. Now, as you melt, we're pressing through the pads of the feet, lengthening through the top of the head, and we're taking it slow. Right? We're engaging the muscles of the back body. You might keep the hands atop the thighs to support as the heart and belly melt here. And we're really inviting this stretch into the low back. That's why we make space. If you're like me and you have a tummy, I make space for my tummy between my knees. You might let the hands hang. Maybe they are propped up on blocks here. You might even eventually let the top of the head soften towards the earth. Decide your fold. Adjust. Get it wrong. Get it right. Explore your version today. Whatever the body is saying yes to in this moment. Not what it liked yesterday. Not what you think it should like or will like tomorrow. Find your fold. And then on an inhale, we'll press length through the spine. You might even press the palms into the shins for flat back. So here I am, like a tabletop, right? My back, like someone's going to drink tea on it. And then I'm using my hands in my shins to press even more length through the spine. Now the hands might be on the front of the shins or the top of the thighs here. Either way, the spine is still long. And then on your next exhale, melt the heart down. Press strong through the feet. On your inhale, rise all the way up. Let's find our version of plank. You might extend the legs out or keep them bent. Either way, we're slowly going to lean the heart center back. And as you lean the heart center back, squeeze the shoulder blades. We're going to open up that heart. This is a lot for the shoulders. So if we want to protect them, you might bring the palms at the heart center in Anjali Mudra. I've got word issues this morning. Isn't that fun? You are not alone, y'all. Happens to us all. On an inhale, we're going to sweep the arms back up, sit nice and tall through the spine. And then from here, I'm just going to turn so you can see me. From here, find cobra. So squeezing the shoulders back, pressing the heart forward, making plenty of space for the belly in front of us. Really feeling the low back arch here. I feel like my cardigan might be keeping you from the goods. And then exhale, straighten the spine out once more. Lean forward, nice and long, our V shape in downward dog. And again, as we explore, decide where the arms feel good, right? They can be in so many different places. And as an explorer in your body, exploring your heart chakra, exploring your body, give yourself permission to show up where feels good. On an inhale, rock back, bend the knees, plant the feet, find your Tadasana. We'll do that one more time, and then we're going to add to our flow as much as we would like. Planting in your Tadasana, on an inhale, sweep the arms out and up. Exhale, find your fold. On an inhale, we move to flat back. Exhale, melt it back down. Inhale, press through the feet, rise up. Find your plank. Find your chaturanga. We're going to hang out here in our plank, letting the body shake and shimmy for a moment or two. There are a lot of different ways to be here, and all of them are powerful. So explore what feels good in your body. For those of you protecting the rotator cuffs and the shoulders, I invite you to stretch the arms out wide. Really feel the shoulder blades squeeze back behind you. Make space in your heart here. On an inhale of your choice, sweep up into your version of cobra. The heart and the belly reach forward. Exhale, downward dog. Hold your dog for a breath or two. And then on an inhale, rock back, plant into your Tadasana. Let's do that again and add to it. Inhale, sweep out and up. Exhale, fold. Inhale when you're ready, flat back. Exhale, drop it low. Inhale, rise up tall, knock your blocks over. Find your plank and hold it. Hold it and let the body shake. And as you do, breathe space into the heart center. In the midst of hardship, in the midst of this shaking, right? In the midst of this effort, can you breathe big, spacious breaths into your heart, right? They call breath pranayama. It's energy work. We're moving energy through the body. On your next big inhale, sweep it up into cobra, arching that low back. Exhale, downward facing dog. From downward facing dog, we're going to rock up into our seat, right? Back up into our Tadasana. And then an opportunity to take a warrior one. So this right knee sweeps out towards the right. And our goal here is to turn our hips towards the right as well. So the hips and that right knee align towards the right side of our chair. This left knee can hang out just like this, toes curled. You might plant that left knee on a block or two, right? Here is another version. You might extend that left leg long back behind you, pressing through the heel of that foot. So here we are. However you're finding yourself here. On an inhale, sweep both arms up or towards the heart center. Here we are in Anjaneyasana. From here, on an exhale, we're going to twist towards the right. Now, you might plant both hands on the back of the chair behind you. You might plant that right hand on that left knee. Ooh, anchor where feels good and find a big twist. And then release, come back to neutral. From here, we switch sides, sweep the opposite leg out. We're either planting that knee or extending it back behind us. Take a moment here. In this posture, on an inhale, we're really lifting the heart, lifting through the head, pressing through the fingertips, finding this length in our body. And then as you exhale, you're going to turn towards the back of that chair Anchor where feels good. Hang out in your version of this twist. And our goal here is to keep the hips aligned, right? Towards the left side of the wall. And it's just our heart center, the anahata, that is turning towards the back of the chair, right? And then our head and our neck follow. Release when you're ready. Find your way back into your Tadasana. Now, you might grab blocks, you might not, but we're going to do a seated figure 4. It's just one of the best ways to open up the hips seated. So you might take this left foot, plant it atop blocks if that feels nice. You might simply rest it on the earth. Either way, we're opening up this hip. You might take a strap, brace it atop the thigh, right? We use the tools that delight us. And then let's take the heel of that left hand and roll that inner thigh down and away. And again, the shoulder, it always wants to hitch up. So we invite it down. We press down through the strength of the arm. And then maybe you hang out just like this, rooting down through those ethereal roots. On an inhale, lift tall through the spine, and then exhale, optional, fold. Make space for the heart and belly. Surrender, surrender. Take it slow, right? Don't let our westernized culture steal from you the power and the beauty and the healing that we find in awareness. And we gain that awareness through slowing down, right? Through being willing to make mistakes and then get it right and get it wrong again and again. Through being curious and compassionate instead of judgmental. On an inhale, rise up tall. Let's find a big twist. I'm going to take my left hand to this strap or the foot or the ankle, right? Anchoring. And then on an inhale, sweep that right arm back behind you. You might press it into your chair. Either way, again, anchoring the hands, turning from the heart center. And then the neck and shoulders follow. Squeeze it out, right? We're wringing out all our organs like little dish rags. Wringing them out. Any stagnant fluid. Moving on through, making room for the fresh stuff. When you're ready, release. Let that foot go as well. Switch sides. Find your way there. Take your time. When you do find that spot, the first thing you do is root down. Find the length. And then roll that right thigh down and away. Take your time. We don't want to rush this side. When and if it feels right, you might begin melting the heart and the belly. Maybe you notice there's a difference between this hip and the other hip. Maybe you've noticed a change in your range of motion. I can tell on my body this side is tight. And back in the day, that would make me feel shame. Right? Like I wasn't taking care of myself equally. These days I know that the body is not. I can't even remember the words. Wow, today's a day, y'all. Symmetrical. And these things are going to happen. They will happen. They're supposed to happen. So we set aside shame, we let it go, and we hold the truth, right? Which is just curiosity and awareness. When you're ready, rise up from your fold. Anchor for your twist. On an inhale, make your way there. Hang out. Right? We open up on inhales because the breath in aids that opening, right? We imagine, right? You blow up the balloon. We open up the body. So with each breath in, turning from that heart center, feel the body open just a little further. Hang out here for as long as you like. And then when you're ready, release. Let it go. Ooh, let that hip go. We're going to take a couple moments here to wind down. I'm going to invite you just to take a really comfortable, cozy, relaxed seat. And then place one hand over the heart, hand, forearm, whatever feels good if that's available to you. You might just imagine it otherwise. And then take a moment just to check in with the heart. Take a moment to feel any heaviness that might be lingering, any tightness. Anything that you might associate with the shadow. Take a moment and just acknowledge. We don't need to get in depth. We don't need to dig deep into it. Just acknowledge it's there, touch it for a moment, and then move on. When we've curiously touched all the shadows, take a moment now to pause and notice any light bits in the heart center, any lightness, any open sensation. Maybe with the hand above the heart, you feel it beating. The heart is powerful. It produces an electromagnetic field that hangs out even outside of your body. This powerful tool can hold both the light and the dark. And each time the dark feels too tight or too heavy, breathe space into your heart center. Draw that nutrients up from your roots. You might imagine it now and let it pour into that heart center. Let that warm, loving light make space, create strength, give hope. There is room in you for all of what is. And anytime you're worried, breathe space in. Anytime you feel like there isn't room, breathe space into your heart center. You might take a moment to thank your heart, your anahata, your heart chakra, for hanging out and being with you. You might take a moment and thank yourself for showing up. You're a badass, admit it. When you're ready, slowly awaken the body. Bring some delicious or juicy stretch, twist, pull to anywhere that the body is asking for it. Take time to explore, right? We're letting it be slow. Westernized society and all of its rushedness can wait. We're here to embrace our power, our healing, and our deep inner wisdom. And here you have Thank you for taking time with me, and remember that the light in the dark in me sees the light in the dark in you, and we can hold space for it all, you and me. All right.